Yo, what's good? It's your boy Remy Roy, closing that ruckus, and today's video is an unpopular opinion. Um, Before I even get into the topic, what I want to say first is the reason why I'm even making this video is because, like, the statement. There was a statement. I read a post, right, and I agree with the statement. But a lot of times people will say something and then they'll take that to be true and they'll just leave it at that and they just be like, oh, it's that's is what it is and nothing could be done about it. And it's just like I don't accept that. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, that statement is true, but what can I do to put myself in the best position to reap the benefits that I want? You know what I mean? And get out of life what I want out of life. So I don't like to give away my power. You know what I mean? Not, I don't want power, and this is a very a funny thing with power because a lot of people don't understand what power really is. You know what I mean? Because it's like the only power we really have is a power over ourselves. You know what I mean? The power over ourselves may influence other people to want to do what we want to do, but you still don't have power over them even if they choose to follow you. You only have power over yourself, and then with the decisions you make, that will then influence them to make their decision, which may benefit you or may not benefit you. But regardless of the fact, a lot of people then start to think that they have power over that other person. It's like, no, what you've done has quote unquote power. But it's like if you now start focusing on the power that you really have, which is power over self, and start focusing on the power that you think you have, which is power over them, then you'll lose all the power altogether because it's like that's not how power works. So, um, with all that being said, this applies to men and women. So I don't want women to think I'm attacking them or men to think I'm attacking them. I'm attacking both of y'all niggas, all right, including myself because I am a man. So the statement said, men are single because the women that they like character wise and personality wise, are not physically attracted. They're not physically attracted to them, and it's just like, damn, that is so goddamn true. But it's like, what the fuck can we do about that shit? Is it just like that's just true and that's just it and that's the end of time? And it's like, no, I don't believe that to be it. I think that's what on the top surface and what the majority looks like, and that's what it is what the majority does, and that's what's taught. So it's just like that's why there's this whole stigma of beauty for a woman to fit the man's ego. You know what I mean? That's why men feed and men having to have the most prettiest or whatever thing fits into the women's thing, and it just we just keep the cycle going. But what I think the key to all of this is two things. One is balance. You need a balance of both. I don't think you're not supposed to care what you. I think you're supposed to give just as much a fuck of what you look like to other people as you do to yourself. You know what I mean? And then that means character wise, personality trait wise, and then physically. And then the second thing I think would just be key is accountability. Accountability for yourself. You know what I mean? Not for the other person, not worrying about what this or that person's doing, but for yourself. So it's just like I find that as humans, when we find something we're good at, we just focus on that, and then we ignore the negative things, and we'll just focus on what we're good at and get really good at that. So it's just like most of the people who are physically attractive are as physically attractive as they are is because they don't really want to do the internal work, and then vice versa. The people who are well nice character and everything, they usually tend to be not as physically attractive. And the reason why is because to be physically attractive is just as hard as work as to be mentally stable and sane, you know what I mean? And able to communicate, and function in a society. You know what I mean? So they're just as important as one another. But we tend to, whether it be like God given gifts, where it be like God gave me a lot more patience than other people, or understanding than a lot of other people, or God just made me tall, slim, and muscular and strapping, or vice versa for men or women, and it just is what it is. You know what I mean? And then I figure out other ways to enhance that, and I just keep doing that. So it's just like, and that's easier. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do the other side of it, because one side is easier. Like, it's annoying working out. You know what I mean? Staying in shape, but it's just like, it's just as annoying to deal with your demons and really work through them so you can become a better person. So it's just like balance, and then accountability of focusing on yourself and making sure you good. I think when you do that, all that other shit is gonna handle itself, because it's just like, a real man, a real woman understands, as much as they may be physically attracted to somebody, they need to be emotionally attracted to somebody. They need to be emotionally feel comfortable and stable and safe around this person. So it's just like, as men, you know what I mean? We can't be so caught up on how a woman looks, or this, that, and the third. And as women, we can't be so caught up on on if the man could provide and do all this thing, and what he looked like or what it looked like. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times what will happen is these people are very emotionally unstable, and it's very hard to have a functional, healthy relationship with these people. So I think, with that being said, I could give 100 examples of each situation, but I think we all know, you know what I mean? Like,